Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Um, if you like what you hear, please subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so that you can be notified whenever I release a new video. In the last few weeks, I've been talking about the value or the importance of happiness. And this morning, I'd like to talk about this notion of instant forgiveness. Let's see. So, I try to live my life by four virtues that have permeated history, and those four virtues um, from a Stoic philosophy are courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance or self control. And I attempt to live my life to that standard. It's not an easy standard. I mean, those are four critical areas of alignment that takes practice. And I think we all are attracted to those virtues. We watch movies with superheroes that display those virtues, even in their imperfections. You know, every superhero has a quirk, but throughout their journey and their battles with villains, they exhibit those characteristics: courage, wisdom, virtue, and justice. I mean, those are the hallmarks of what marks a superhero. I think one of the reasons why the Rocky movie series was such a was well, one, it was well made. They were great movies, um, but the fact that in those movies, Sylvester Stallone's character Rocky, he exhibited those four major qualities: courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice. Those are things that somehow the human spirit, the human soul, longs for these virtues. And every now and then in life, we come short of those virtues, or maybe often in life we come short. Maybe we aren't as courageous as we should be, courageous at being ourselves, courageous at speaking up for ourselves or speaking up for others. Maybe we aren't always making the wisest choice. Maybe we're not always finding ways to make sure that justice has the final say. Or maybe we're not using self control. Maybe we drank too much last night at the bar. Or maybe we allowed ourselves to say something that we shouldn't have said in a moment of anger. We all fall short of these four virtues in life. And we just get back on the saddle, we get back on the horse, and we try again. And we keep practicing these virtues until they become second nature, they become our default. I've come to the conclusion that when I fail to rise up to those virtues, instead of feeling guilty or shame, I need to recognize where I've fallen, make some corrections, make an amends, a personal amends, and then decide to forgive myself quickly. I believe that a quick path to happiness is instant forgiveness when I choose to forgive myself for failing, for falling, for coming short, for not reaching that personal standard that I choose to live by. I need to forgive myself. I need to recognize that I'm human. I need to recognize that sometimes my shadow wins over the light in me. I need to forgive that part of me because they're one. They're the yin, they're the yang, they're the yes and the no. It's all together. It all works together. It's like a salad. You know, all those things work together. The tomatoes and the cucumbers and the dressing and the olives and whatever you put in the blackened salmon. All of those things work together as a marriage of flavor. That's what life is like. Life is a marriage of successes and failures, and it's all delicious. And if we beat ourselves up for the failure, then we're not actually benefiting from that. We're not learning from that. We're not growing. We're letting shame take over as opposed to allowing love to take over. Love is the greatest catalyst for growth and change and moving forward in life. So, instant forgiveness. Forgive yourself for those moments that you don't rise to the occasion or those moments when you come short. Secondly, is forgive others. Forgive the people in your life that are just like you. They fail too. They blow it too. They missed the mark too. Sometimes they didn't put on that superhero cape. They took it off and left it in the closet, and they allowed what I call low level humanity. They allowed that part of them to take over, and they make choices that are less than divine, less than noble. We've all been there. Forgive those people. Don't hold on to it. Um, don't be revengeful. Don't wish ill will on people. Wish the best for them. Let it go. Instant forgiveness is the quickest pathway towards happiness, peace, calm. Just something to think about as we continue to talk about this how do we build happiness into our lives? Consider the notion, the activity of instant forgiveness. Let it go. I'm not going to judge myself. I'm not going to judge others. Those four virtues are ever growing principles in our lives. We're not perfect at it. We never will be. Get over the idea of the notion that you're going to be perfect at anything. We are growing. Now, perfection is sometimes a myth in that we think we're going to get to this perfect place where we're never going to make a mistake again. We're never going to fail. We're going to really get perfect at that. We might become masters, and we may become really good at it. But even Zen masters, even priests and popes and pastors and spiritual sages and nuns, all these people who are on a divine path, they're human as well. And sometimes we see their failures coming up in the news. And you're thinking, what? They did what? Do you know who that person was? And they failed too? See my point? All of us are on the same boat. We're going to the same place. We're trying to get there the best way we can. Learn to forgive yourself first and others as well. Namaste to you.